I came to MountainCare a little over 3 years ago now, and probably the thing that I would want people to know the most about MountainCare is it is truly a magical place. And you know, I laughingly say that to people when they come in, that this place is full of magic, and I kind of laugh saying, I know I must sound a little bit nuts when I say magic. It's not hocus pocus magic. It's the magic that has occurred between the participants and the staff and their family members. It's amazing to me that so many people from so many different backgrounds can come in and mesh in a way that we have literally made our own family. I mean, these folks are literally my people. I love them tremendously. The tears in my eyes are not fake. They mean so much to me. And one of my favorite things, I think, about being here over the years has been to see participants in particular who might come in and they're a little skeptical at first. Some of them are really skeptical. You know, I don't know about this place being for me. And to think of those people who have been what I call a real success story, that, you know, that they came in really thinking this might not be the place for them. And even they eventually begin to feel that magic, that pull of the relationship that we develop with one another. And to see how, I can think of one lady in particular who, when she began to finally open up to us, it was just so special. And she and I were the kind of people that we could even laugh about that later. About, remember when you used to hate coming? And we would kind of tease about that. And she would even talk about how much it meant to her to come. And seeing the joy, not just in the eyes of people like my friend Tom, and a lot of times it is, I'm looking in Tom's eyes to see his joy, but the joy that also comes to our family members. I mean, it really does reach out to all of us, and it's a pretty special place.
Hi, my name is Sunny Day Larson. I work with MountainCare. We are a local organization that was formed recently in 2019 as a result of the HCA purchase of Mission Hospital. All of our services have existed for more than 30 years in this area. When HCA, which is for-profit, purchased Mission, we carved out 5 different nonprofit service lines, including adult day services, which exist in Buncombe, Henderson, and Transylvania counties. We also incorporate grief and bereavement support. We have music therapists, a seating and wheeled mobility clinic, and Rathbun House, which is the only hospitality house in Western North Carolina. All in all, we serve thousands of people per year in our mountain communities who often live in rural areas where they have limited access to these types of services. What we do isn't particularly glamorous. Often people don't even know we exist until they need us. We work with people in incredibly difficult situations. We work with the people who are sick. We work with the dying. We work with those who are grieving the loss of someone who has died. We support people who need a place to stay when their loved one is experiencing an unforeseen tragedy in the hospital, or if someone is receiving treatment and they need a place to stay locally rather than traveling a long distance through the mountains each day. Here at MountainCare, I can honestly say this is the best job I've ever had. I'm so grateful for the team that I work with. We come here every day and we know that we are making a difference in so many lives. And it may be surprising to hear, but there's a lot of joy in what we do. We're very person-centered. We meet people where they're at, even when it is in a very challenging situation. And we want people to see their own strength. We will be there with you when you're crying. We'll cry with you. We'll hold your hand when you need a friend. We'll walk through your journey in life, and we'll be there every step of the way to help you when you need it the most. We work hard every day to care for our neighbors, and we take a lot of pride in what we do here.
We're here today at MountainCare, checking in on them to see how they have been faring through COVID-19. We have Barbara Kroon here from the Seating Clinic, Deb Dempsey of Grief Support, and Amy Pike of Adult Day. Ladies, how are you doing? How has COVID affected your programming this year?
Well, COVID has definitely been a huge effect. The wheelchair seating clinic that MountainCare opened was the day that they closed when it moved from Care Partners. But I have, since April 8th, been able to do telehealth visits with clients, as well as some in-person going into the client's home if they approve us doing so. And some of them have traveled over to National Seating and Mobility, which has set up a evaluation space with great isolation, and we use our good PPE to see these clients. Therefore, I've been able to service about over 100 people so far, and did about 50 new evaluations and recommendations for new wheelchairs, as well as another 50. I've done their custom molds for custom seating, as well as fitting of chairs that were previously recommended, and 2 or 3 that got recommended under MountainCare. So it's real exciting. Our users are very thrilled that I'm still available, and I'm thrilled to still be able to provide those services thanks to the Western North Carolina Bridge Foundation and the wonderful grant that they approved. So thank you so much.
COVID-19 has had a huge impact on the way we are able to grieve and mourn in our society these days, with the sense of isolation that we have been forced into. So a lot of the rituals around death and dying and grief we've had to shift in our society. So what we did as MountainCare Grief Support, we learned how to do services remotely and been able to provide those from the comfort of somebody's home. That's been the biggest change that we have done in moving those services so that people are able to still have a listening ear, because we know the importance of having somebody to journey with during the grief process. It is a challenging time, and we know that COVID-19 has been a challenging time alone. So having those two, we're grateful to be able to provide this support and continue to offer that for the folks of our community.
So COVID-19 hit Adult Day pretty hard as well. Most of our participants fall into a high risk category. So we stopped providing in-person care in mid-March, and then reopened July 1st to a limited number of participants. During the time that we were closed, we provided outreach services, including wellness calls to caregivers. We did online support groups. We created a YouTube channel with some of our programming, a Facebook page with some of our programming. We delivered meals to some of our participants at home. So we just learned to try to provide our services in a little different way. So it's been a strange year. We're very happy to be back open, even if we're not fully up to pre-COVID numbers yet. But we hope that we'll be able to do that sometime in the next months. Hey, we are here at MountainCare Adult Day. What is your name?
Trula,
Trula. And how long have you been coming to Adult Day?
about a year.
About a year. And what do you like to do at Adult Day?
Just about everything.
Just about everything. Do you like coming here?
I do. I'm very happy.
Very happy. Well, that's great.